have a pair of tongs and a very small, simple knife. You can use whatever you have in your kitchen. All you need to do is get your tongs. You can either snap it off if you're able to, and that's actually what I like to do best, is to just snap it off like that. But if you get one that's maybe a little bit bigger and harder to snap off, all you have to do is slice it off like that, just with your knife. And there you go, just like that. I'm just going to take 3. I have just this little kitchen knife with me. It's not too sharp. There you go. So now we're going to take it inside, clean them up, and get them in the pan. So there's many ways that you can clean them. I actually like to clean them near a sink. You could also put down a plastic bag or a paper bag. That way when you're scraping things off the glow kits, the little spines, they would actually fall into the bag, and then you can just throw that away very simply. This is just actually one of the Nopales I have that don't actually have a lot of spines, and that's why I'm just going to go ahead and do it by the sink. But you can do it wherever you like. I actually like to use a knife that's really blunt like this, and I just hold it by the end and I just scrape it. And you'll see like that kind of stuff on the end there. Just rinse it off. And then I'm going to do this side. So see, you'll see that they're all coming off there, and there wasn't much to begin with. And then what I like to do after that is just take the ends and just go around and score take off this end, because it's hard to scrape those off, and so it's a lot easier if you just do it like this. Let's see. And I usually like to kind of go through and make sure I got everything off. This one actually looks pretty good. I did get something on my finger, I can feel it. So I'm just going to go through one more time. And I'm pushing the knife away from me, safer than going towards me like that. So this looks pretty good. I'm going to give it one more rinse, and then I'm going to go ahead and do the others. Okay, so we're going to just stack these up like this. And you can cut them however you like. I'm just going to cut them in about, I guess, 2-inch strips, like this. And then I'm just simply going back and I'm cutting them up into little pieces. Everyone does it differently, and no way is wrong. And so all I'm doing is making these little, now, nopalitos. Okay, so all I'm doing is adding a couple tablespoons of olive oil. And again, just like when I was chopping them up, there's so many different ways you can cook nopales. Some people like to boil them, you can grill them. There's so many different ways, but what I'm doing is just a simple saute. And what happens is after we cook them for a while, all of that mucilaginous, all of the, what we call babas, the goo, actually evaporates, and so we don't have to boil them when we do it this way. So I'm going to put some onions, and this is just half of a white onion. And then I have about 1 cup of small tomatoes chopped in half. So all I'm doing is I'm putting our nopalitos into the pan. And what happens is the dew inside is going to start oozing out, and it'll help steam them and cook them. So once this cooks just a little bit longer, then I'll put the tomatoes in. I'm going to add a little bit of water, just about half of a cup, a little bit more. And I'm just going to bring these back up to heat. Once they go from this beautiful bright green color to a muted army green color, that's when I know they're almost done. And that's when I'm going to put the tomatoes in. Okay, so these are definitely changing color, so I'm going to go ahead and put in these tomatoes. And I'm going to give it a little bit of salt. This is just some Himalayan pink salt. I always like using sea salt. I have so many different ones. I just grabbed this one today. And, okay, let's see. All of the water has evaporated, and they've definitely changed in color. So, let's taste one. It still has a little bit of a crunch, which is what I like. But these are pretty much done. Nopales are so good for you. Not only are they high in vitamin K, but they're just really good in terms of working in preventing diabetes. I like seeing them now at the supermarket, but I rarely buy them because they're growing in my yard. So that's it. This is just like a base recipe. You could scramble some eggs in here, put this in a little corn tortilla. You could just have it just like this. You could let it cool down and add a little bit of vinegar and make more of like an ensalada, a salad. You could put some lime.